a gloomy morning outside, but we are going to make it rain with fun.
Oh,
is that too far?
I didn't know where that was going, but I like it.
As it was coming
It hit just right. It hit just right.
But we are so glad that a friend of ours came down the road, Chef Adrian. We are so happy to have you back in the studio.
Good morning. How are y'all doing today?
Good. It's always a lovely morning when we have you in
Thank
studio.
you. Because I bring food, that's why.
You do, and it's not just food. It's really good food.
Thank you.
Today it's healthy food, too.
Yeah,
it
good
is
food
definitely.
for you.
You know, I was always kind of the kid that liked to have my cake and eat it too, and I was a hefty kid growing up, so I had to make some changes in my 20s. So I love to switch out some things that are kind of illusionary, if you will, or like fake outs, you know, and you don't miss it when you're eating it. You don't miss the real stuff, if you will. So we've got some good hot points today to talk about that.
Fantastic. All right, well, let's start over here because you've already got a hack to kind of make it more meatless as far as things go, and maybe make it a little easier on our hearts and our bodies.
Absolutely. So the portobello mushroom is kind of the good substitute for beef. Now, in my opinion, it looks like beef, but it tastes more like chicken, just the texture. And you know what? In my 10 years of doing this is the one thing I don't like mushrooms. They don't like the texture. It's not necessarily the flavor, it's the texture of it. So I'm going to show you guys how to give it a little bit of an edge today.
Okay, so I'm going to slide it to you.
Right, definitely. Portobello here, just keep it thin sliced, and take the cap out, if you will. Woo, we lost the piece there. Take the cap out, and I'm going to actually soak it in olive oil first. And that's going to coat the outside so that the seasonings will stick to it.
Okay.
I'm going to try not to make a mess.
Like a little marinade. You can make a mess. That's what we do.
Oh, in that case. So I've got some taco seasoning here. You guys can make your own. It's cumin, onion powder, garlic, all the heavy hitters.
Yesterday, and I didn't know that you could make your own at home.
Definitely. It's really easy.
It's pretty easy. Yeah.
It's a little bit gluten-free flour. That's what I'm putting on the outside. So we're keeping it gluten-free today. Or if you wanted to do like a whole wheat, like really, really fine breadcrumb, like dust it. Like throw it in the blender and make it dust. And that'll make a searing crust for the outside. And then I'm going to add a little oil to my skillets, and I've got it preheated. So I'm using cast iron. And this is a griddle skillet, or a grill skillet, so it's got the little grill marks on it. So it gives a little extra something.
So you can fake out what it looks like, kind of like chicken, beef.
Definitely, just open a window because it's going to smoke over the house, okay?
Love it.
Now here's some key points to remember when you're cooking mushrooms. So let them sit at the pan, don't overstir them, let them cook and do their job. You're looking for a good caramelization because that's where the natural flavor lies. So when you let your foods build natural flavor, you don't have to add all the stuff to it, like the sauces and the creams and the food seasonings to it. So let it do its job. Let them sit there, you'll start to see the brown develop, and that's when they're like golden and beautiful. And that flour, gluten-free, is going to make a nice little crust on the outside.
It already smells delicious in here.
Now, I didn't add any salt to my seasoning beforehand because your mushrooms will weep while they're cooking. So you want them to brown, right? They won't brown if they're weeping, so you salt them when they're done. Okay?
That is a really good hack.
Yeah,
I think I messed that one up earlier this week.
And I love the cast iron because it just conducts the heat so beautifully.
And about how long do they need to sit in here?
You know, this one took about maybe 5 to 6 minutes each side. So, you know, it's not bad at all. So they're done in no time. And then they'll shrivel up a little bit, lose some water, but not too bad at all. So this is a really cool one. I found these at H-E-B because, you know, they have the best stuff.
Right. And speaking of H-E-B, I know they've got jicama
tortillas. Yes, this is neat. So, of course, it's going to have a little bit of crunch to it. Don't cook it because they're really delicate. You've got to be gentle. So, gentlemen, if you like to eat, like, you just be gentle with it.
And ladies.
I did soak them in a little bit of lime beforehand, so that gave them a little extra something special. And then I'm serving it up with salsa, guacamole, all the good heavy hitters, some black bean Southwest style stuff here. And these are some veggie chips instead of tortilla chips.
Oh, fantastic.
Real veggie chips, not like dusted with veggie powder or half veggie, half corn. These are pure vegetable chips that have been fried and dried. So you've got some beets in there and some sweet potatoes. I love, love, love those.
Yeah, and if you really want to impress the crowd like you do, you've presented these over top. Is this a tomatillo?
It's a tomatillo.
How pretty is that?
So isn't that cool? I mean, it makes a difference. And you know what? I love the flavor of those, by the way. They're like apples, meet a pear, meet a grape, something like that. It's very sweet. The tomatillos are cool.
I don't think I've ever eaten one raw, so I don't.
You're getting one after the show then.
All right. That sounds good.
And we're going to have to move on because you have so many good things here. To one of my favorites that you make is the spaghetti squash anything.
Thank you.
Talk to us about this.
Spaghetti squash is kind of the good replacement for pasta. It pulls from the inside out, so it's got these stringiness to it, and it's very starchy. So you kind of have that nice starchy flavor in your mouth. So I cooked this about 425, good 30 minutes, open face, salt, pepper, garlic, olive oil. I stuffed it with onions and garlic beforehand, and then take them out later, and you can use them for other cooking. But this is one of my personal favorites. This is a paleo lemon cream sauce. It's made with coconut cream. Which is no sugar, which is kind of weird, and then it's got fresh lemon zest, lemon juice, and a little bit of chicken broth, and you let that cook down so it's a thick, creamy sauce. And you toss the spaghetti squash in it, and then throw some chicken over the top of it, and voila.
Guilt-free.
Yes, no carbs.
It looks so delicious, actually.
And then moving on here, this is stuffed with ground turkey. You can't see it. Stuffed with ground turkey. It's a keto style. It's got some creamy pasta sauce in there, fresh Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of Parsley. So love this one as well.
So you're missing nothing, really, folks.
Nothing.
Like, this is all super delicious.
And good big portions, too. I'm thinking you'll be full afterwards.
It's very filling. It really is.
Now, I'm super excited about dessert because Rosie gave Adrian a big challenge, and I believe
because when you're on a diet, it's really tricky to not have the dessert.
Right, you have to have the dessert in the meal. So she asked me for dairy-free, gluten-free, caffeine-free, sugar-free. I was going to serve you a glass of water, to be honest. I was going to pull a glass of water out for you and say,
and then she said alcohol.
But we found something good. So this is the chocolate souffle. So I didn't rise to the occasion. The chocolate souffle did. So we made the souffle. It's got like gluten-free flour, cocoa powder, a little bit of baking powder. It's very simple. Mix it up, a little egg white, pop it in there. 18 minutes later, it's done.
Yes, your first dessert of the month.
It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. I made a faux caramel out of peanut butter and sugar-free maple syrup. Mix those together, and then a little sugar-free strawberry jam on top, and a little So monk fruit. Monk fruit is a sweetener.
We've heard of that.
It's so good. It tastes so natural.
Yeah.
So it's really good. I love monk fruit.
What do you think, Steph?
It's delicious.
I'm going to actually stick this one in my pocket and just take it home with me. Adrian, this is amazing.
Thank you all
and
so much.
Real quickly, Complete Eats, you love to help people eat healthy, eat happy, and really fill their bellies up.
We do fresh, we do fun, we do colorful, we do any culinary service you can imagine. Cooking classes, catered parties, demonstrations, company parties, team building, whatever, call me, I'll be there. All right?
He's a good friend.
I'm just going to keep sticking my face in this dessert, but you can learn more about what Chef Adrian has to offer and his approach to food at CompleteEats.com, or follow him on social media at Chef Adrian P.